Hey guys, at this point you've already downloaded MarketPro and set it up. So I wanted to show you guys a couple tips and tricks for the CRM that are going to make your experience a lot better. So right here on my screen, of course, whenever you log in, there's a launch pad that you've kind of already gone through to set up your Google and Facebook and such. I wanted to point this black circle with a white question mark in the upper right hand corner. This is our help and support section. So if you have any questions about MarketPro, kind of how to do something, there's a whole knowledge base in here, complete with a contact us tab so that you can access us and we will get back to you. It does create a support ticket. So it's not instant, so it's not a chat feature, but we will research it and get it back to you. So feel free to look in the knowledge base in the meantime. Wanted to show you kind of some of the best aspects of MarketPro right here in our dashboard or in our MarketPro CRM. There is the dashboard. I wanted to show you guys that if you scroll down, this is a blank thing that I'm in, so this will populate, but right here in the lower right hand corner is tasks. Whenever you create a task for each person, this is where it'll go. Of course, you can click the link there and it'll take you back to the contact card. Our opportunities pipeline is kind of where all the deals live. There's a couple things that you need to know about this. You're going to go to your website /seller_intake, and that's going to be a fillable form. You can just open up a new tab. That's going to automatically populate, like if you're on the phone and you want to put people into the CRM, you can put it all in there so you don't have to go clicking around to a bunch of different places. It's just a really easy to fill out form when you're on the phone with somebody, and that will drop them into the follow-up DNA. Now, I'm not going to get into the full automation of this software right now. I'm just giving you some tips and tricks to help you. But right now, I am going to create a new user, which I've got to get my little picture thing out of the way here, which you guys probably can't see, but I'm just going to type something. There we go. j@d.com. Let's just see if this works, if it'll let me do it. Opportunity name, blah da 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 da. How about that? Bingo bango. Now, if you fill out a form or any of your customers go to your web forms, it's going to auto-populate in here. I'm just doing this just to kind of force it. Really, because I wanted to show you one trick. If you hit this white space on the contact card, it's just going to show you pretty much a screen like we were just on. This is not necessarily how I recommend putting in contacts. I would much prefer you go to yourdomain.com/seller_intake. And you can create more forms and you can figure out how to put those there by using the knowledge base, right? See how this all goes together. But there are tasks and there are notes here, which is cool. You can just type notes. It will date the notes for you. You don't have to put the date in there. You can create a thing and you can assign it to different users or whatever. So, but if I click the actual name in the corner that is underlined when I put my mouse on it, turns to a finger, it takes me to a completely different screen that will show all text, email, messenger, all the different communications in this screen here. And it has all activity, which is going to be, if they've gone to your web and filled out a form, it's going to put it all here and tell you like each page and how long they were on your website, which is really cool. You can see the seller was really interested on a web lead. You've got tasks over here. Again, add new task. We'll put it on that front page on the dashboard. Notes, you can put all the seller notes in there. It'll automatically date them, and then you can set an appointment for yourself and it'll integrate with the calendars. So that's really, really cool. You can also change information or put the people as D&D. Additional information right here is something you need to know about. This is where all of our additional questions are going to be filled at. So bedroom, bathroom, all of that stuff. And that's why I say if you were filling this out on the phone and you just did it the way I did it just now, that's going to be a little bit confusing to click over here and click over there. If you just use the web form at yourdomain.com/seller_intake, it has all this stuff just plainly there. So you can just fill it in once and boom. So that's real easy while you're on the phone. That's why we built it out that way. So back to the opportunities pipeline. If you're having an issue seeing stuff here, it's probably because you have a filter on and you didn't know it. So we do have a separate pipeline for buyers. which is basically just your buyers list. So if you go to yourdomain.com/VIP buyers, you can fill that out. You can see all of that by going to sites, and you'll see additional pages there, or funnels. There's a buyer funnel, and then sellers has a site. So you can see kind of where the exact links are. You can change them, you can add more. All of that's completely flexible, but it does come out of the box working for you, which we worked really hard at getting to be that way for you. And then the waiting room, you really don't need to mess with the waiting room, but if anybody disappears from here, that's kind of where they go, which of course, if you're wondering where somebody went, you can always search for them and see. But this happens often where a user has chosen lost or won, or so they've marked something as lost and they go, oh my gosh, it disappeared. It didn't really disappear. It's just that you didn't have the all filter on. You were just filtering for open items. And so I've seen that to be something that people get confused on, or they want to see just a certain person or just a certain thing. A lot of times I'll buy in and be like, where's my data? And I know how to work this thing, and it's just because I was on buyer's list. So you don't got to be real sharp to work this thing if I can do it. So contacts is a really cool place. This is just going to list everybody that's in the CRM, whether they're buyer, seller, whatever. You can obviously add a tag. Over here you can filter through it. And once you filter through it, you can save it. It'll let you save it as a smart list, right? Which of course you can manage smart lists up here, and the smart list will display right here. So that's how you would do a buyer's list. That's how you would segment a certain data. There's a lot of really useful things that we can do with smart lists. Like if we go to marketing email campaigns, there should be an email template in here. We're going to create a campaign. There's the MarketPro real estate template. It's nothing real fancy. It's just something to kind of push you down the hill. You can customize this. But once we decide to once we decide to send this, we can schedule it. We can batch schedule, but we can choose a smart list to send it to. So that's kind of why that's relevant there. So without getting too far into the little detail stuff, I did want to show you how to send a mailing list. And of course, one of my favorite features on the CRM, if you're familiar with Investor Syndicate and hedge fund buyers, or hedge fund partners, I'm sorry, this is your hedge fund partner submission form. So you've worked really hard to get a property under contract, and you need to know where to drop it in the CRM, and you don't even have to leave MarketPro to do it. It's right here. You drop it in here. It puts it into hedge fund partnerships funnel, and they automatically start underwriting your deal and sending it to the hedge fund so you can get top dollar for your leads. So that's kind of a general overview of what is in the front end. Just real quick, I'll show you the back end stuff, because I have seen some users that haven't quite set up this business information tab. If you change this logo, should have been done in step 1, but make sure all this information is filled in and correct. There's a lot of stuff in here. You've got missed call text backs. You've got call and voicemail. If you haven't gone and watched the first video, you need to watch the first video about onboarding. It's 4 minutes. So you've got 4 minutes to onboard yourself properly. That'll get you a Twilio number. That gets you all that stuff, because you do need a Twilio number to be able to text out of the CRM. So filling out this, checking out your staff here, and editing the staff members. Under the actual staff member, there are call and voicemail settings. Pardon me. There's call and voicemail settings. There's user availability settings for the calendar and such. There is a calendar configurator. There's a lot of useful information, and like these phone numbers and stuff do pull over to matter in other aspects of the CRM. So all of it kind of works together to create a really great product that automates your business and helps you be successful right out of the gate with MarketPro. We just wanted to share a couple tips and tricks, so feel free to look up stuff in our database and use these tips and tricks to be successful. Thank you.